Hey guys, a quick little update. I'm uploading this video on this channel just because on my other channel, it kind of got like shadow ban. So if you do enjoy this type of content and you're excited for Marvel Rivals, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're brand new. I do appreciate anybody that watches these videos because they take a long time. Also, just a quick update. We should be getting a dev stream as well this week. They've been teasing it in their Discord. So not sure what date, but when it happens, I'll let you guys know. What's up guys, Jay here. Today we are going to talk about the Spider-Verse being in Marvel Rivals. And of course, if you want a part 2 of this, let me know. I'm going to give you 3 abilities, including the ultimate. And while we wait for the alpha test to come out, these type of videos are just meant to be fun. But I do want to hear your guys' favorite Spider-Man character, so please leave it in the comment section below. The first character is SpiderGwen. The first ability, web swing. I know what you're saying. Spider-Man already does that. What makes her spider swing so different is that she actually has a pink bubble. Think of a bubble gum. She's always chewing bubble gums, so why not her have a bubble when she swings? Now, basically, this is meant to take 0 damage. So I can see this being active when your team is fully wiped out and you need to get out of there fast without taking damage. Her second ability, Spider Sense. It evades all incoming attacks and grapples. The best example I could give you is Neo from the Matrix, where we know for a fact that you can grapple in this game. So think of it as Hulk rushing you and he's about to grab you and you hit that ability. And yeah, he can't hit you for a short amount of time. I do want to say the developers are very open to a lot of different ideas. So I do hope that she plays some type of like cool music, because if you've seen the Spider-Verse, you know that she's just a big fan of music. So while she does this, I hope there's some music playing. I need to start calling them strategists because that's what the name of the supports in this game. If you missed it, that's what they're naming the supports, strategists. And for DPS, they're called duelists. We don't know what they're going to be naming the tank, but I assume we'll be getting that this week. Her third ability, I'm going to give her a knockback, but with this knockback, it's going to be with her feet. She's going to kick you, and if she kicks you to a wall, it does double the damage. So this is great, especially if you're fighting someone inside and there's multiple walls around you. You can get a lot of benefit from this. Not to mention, we do know that there is destruction in this game. I can only imagine you like uppercutting the crap out of Hulk and he just falls down. It's a sight that I must see. And her ultimate, hopefully you like this idea. I call it web punishment. So what it does is that you give your allies 50% their health back. But check this out. If the opponent hits, let's say Spider-Man, the opponent loses 50% health. I'm not good with numbers, so the numbers could change, but I like the idea that like you need to give somebody a lot of health. If they hit them, they take that percentage away, but it also goes towards their negative health. So I think the idea of it is just really cool. It's kind of like, oh, we can't touch him for like a certain amount of seconds. My first tank on this list is gonna be Venom. Now his first ability, check it out. I call it the symbiote lash. The best example I could give you is somebody like Reinhardt, just swinging, doing amount of damage that helps create space. And this is going to help so much for certain game types they already announced. Again, these are just me speculating, but Convergence is one of them. It's going to be one of those where everybody meets up at one point and fight for it. And I could just already imagine him just clearing the way. Yes, Groot has something similar like that, but obviously it would just be different. His second ability, Symbiote Shield. He creates a protection shield of a symbiote. So for example, if Hulk jumps somewhere on the high ground and he needs a shield, I can throw the symbiote shield up there and it can help him out so much. Think of like Ramatra, where he could throw his shield up, kind of like that, just with symbiote. His third ability, Symbiote Fury. He enters it like in a berserk mode, enhancing his attack speed and his damage output for a short amount of time. So this is for like somebody that's just pushing you and you need that like that extra little health and extra little damage. That's gonna help him out a little bit. For his ultimate, it has to be We Are Venom. This is where he gives one of his teammates, whoever he chooses, a part of symbiote of him, and they also get whatever health he has. So if Venom has 800 health, guess what? He's splitting that half towards them. This also works for his other abilities that we talked about. So if you combine Symbiote Fury, which gives him, you know, basically a small buff, and you combine his ult and you give that to your teammate, they also get that. So yeah, he's a force to be reckoned with. He's a scary pick. If somebody picks Venom, just know that you're gonna have to focus him a little bit hard. Don't forget to hit subscribe, because whenever there's some news going on, I'll hit you with that video. And when the alpha drops, I'm going to be looking for some teammates to play with. So make sure to hit that subscribe. Now we're going to go to one of my favorite characters of all time in the Marvel universe, and that's Miles Morales. I'm going to place him under duelist DPS because that just seems like the most logical thing to do. I can see him and Spider-Man both being DPS, and I can already see the future where two friends are just like, I'll be Spider-Man and you'll be Miles Morales.
I don't follow orders. Leave it as he.
I'm invited to HQ. Woo!
His first ability, Bioelectricity Surge. The best example I can give you is Moira from Overwatch, where she throws her purple ball where it does damage over time. The same thing could be said, but it would be slightly different, where it does electricity over time. So you're kind of like slowed down a little bit and it does damage over time. So it's not like a huge burst damage. It just does damage to anybody around it. It bounces off from opponent to opponent. It's like an electricity pinball.
I get it.
Second ability, Invisibility. Does what it says. It just turns them invisible. And the best way I can give you an example is there was a game called Bleeding Edge. There was this ninja character that can turn invisible and just sneak up on you and do like 10 times more damage. So I could see something like that being very fun for him. Venom Strike. So what he does is that every time he strikes you with his electricity, it kind of stops you from moving anywhere. Think of like May's gun, where she's just slowing you down kind of in a way. So you need a teammate to help you out. If you're in a 1v1 fist fight with this guy, yeah, you're not gonna like it. You're gonna be slowed down for quite a while if he activates this ability. Now hear me out for his ultimate. Enter Multiverse. What this ultimate does, it draws a giant black hole, which is the multiverse, and it pulls people in and they cannot get out. So they're basically stuck. And yeah, you can say it's a little bit similar to a character in Apex, but I think it makes sense for Miles to have something like this. You can always do the electric type of way, but I feel like he already has enough of it, and I think this would just be cool. I can imagine him doing this ultimate and then Spider-Man coming in and finishing off with his ult. They're basically stuck. They can't go anywhere. The next character has to be in the game, and that's Morbius. I'm gonna put him under duelist just because I feel like he can offer a lot, but also he's kind of a strategist, and here's why. Now, if you recall my old video where I talk about Blade and how one ability didn't make sense for Blade to have, and that was him, you know, sucking the blood of the victims. That has to be for Morbius, and that's where we're gonna start off. Ability number 1, Bloodthirst. When Morbius grabs you, he drains your health, and if he's low on health, he transfers whatever percentage he takes from you to his health bar. And that is why I wanted that for him, not for Blade, because I get why Blade, you know, it makes sense. He's a vampire, but it makes more sense for Morbius to have it. And the best part about this is that if you play like a character like Soldier from Overwatch, he's going to be a character that for solo players are going to love, because you don't need a support to help you out. You can just do it on your own. You can just attack somebody and take their health from them. Also, I am aware that there are going to be characters that don't have blood, but check this out. This is where he has a bonus. So if he drinks, let's say for instance Hulk's blood, he gets the gamma ray, and guess what he can do? He could throw gamma to his teammates. So if Morbius has an Iron Man, I can throw the gamma to the Iron Man. So having a Morbius on your team can be very good, just the fact that he can do something like that. Second ability, Bat Swarm. Now, the best example I could give you is from Dead by Daylight. Actually, there's a character named the Artist where she throws a bunch of crows. The same thing can be said for him, but instead of crows, they're bats, and they swarm one character, and it's going to be doing damage over time. It's a very simple move, but also it's just really good. Say for somebody's running away, you could throw your bats at them and it kills them. His third ability, Blood Transfusion. He sacrificed some of his health to boost his damage and also his speed, so he's fast. So if he does this, that means he's going for the kill. That means like somebody's running away, he activates it and he's just like chasing you, but he's also low on health. So if he does that, it has to be for sure, like a for sure kill. And for his ultimate, I'm gonna name it
Morbin time.
All jokes aside, I'm gonna name it the Living Vampire. Morbius has a swarm of bats protecting him. So each time you hit him, one of the bats protects him. But that's not only it, his fury swipes are way faster, so he's just doing more damage at time with your combinations of your other move sets that you have. Yeah, just think of Wolverine, but with bats around him. That's the best example I could give you. This was a lot of fun. If you guys did enjoy, don't forget to drop a thumbs up and subscribe to never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed your stay.